now let's get into this. Over the weekend and over the past 48 hours, to be exact, you might have heard about, something that happened in Manhattan. Yes, you might have heard about that. A massacre, to be exact, took place. And now they're saying who done it. Well, first you had CNN, who really made the claim that was quite dastardly, that it was a white shooter. That the white male CNN special identify as white. But yeah, that's what was happening. Now, here's now what also, in addition to that, has now taken place. I can now tell you that at least one person was shot today at Granada Hills Daycare. Yeah, at least one person was shot at the Granada Hills Tuesday afternoon. I believe that's today, if my math is correct. Yeah, and it's another one here. And here is a live feed of what took place. And what are we talking about here? This is a daycare. 2 people to local hospitals. I mean, people. The sleeper cells have been activated, as I declared not that long ago. And this time they're going for broke. Here is what the local KTLA morning news, or news in general, is saying about it. They're pretty sturdy and steady. Here it is. It's so breaking that they don't even know how to tell you how breaking it was, but I do. There's one person who was shot. Now, in addition to that, as we continue, as we try to forget what just happened there, we'll get this now. There has been 2 killed and 3 injured now. In addition to that, so 2 people were killed. At least 3 others were hospitalized after a gunman opened fire at the Grand Sierra Resort in Reno, according to the Northern Nevada District Health Officer over there. That's right. It's been described as an active investigation, so that number could change. Active investigation, something that La Habra never had, or, Palos Verdes, Palisades, or even Acapulco for that. I mean, we could go all night. But according to the Reno police, Reno 911 over there, the police department, the shooting occurred at the Grand Sierra Resort around 7:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Police advised the public to stay away from the casino while they respond to what they're describing as a critical incident. That's right. Critical incident. The suspect was taken into an area hospital. Authorities said there were no longer a threat at the casino. Reno police spokesperson Chris Johnson confirmed that an adult male suspect was in custody and had been hospitalized in unknown condition. Well, what adult male? What adult male? What does that adult look like? Is it a white male? Do we know? Now, I'm going to bring Jim on here, but listen to this now. In addition to that, I can now tell you 1 killed, 10 injured in a shooting in Atlanta. In an Atlanta neighborhood. And they won't tell us who did that one either. They said a witness saw that the shooting occurred after a group of men opened fire on several people. She added that right before the shooting, she called 911 and saw several men armed with weapons jump out of a truck. I'm ready to solve the puzzle of who this is, but let's be in suspense just a little longer, and then we're going to bring Jim in here, who's on deck right now. But wait, there's more. 10 people were shot after an argument on a boat in South Carolina beach town. 10 people were shot. Unusual. Police said they received reports of other people arriving at area hospitals by personal vehicles. It was unclear what led to the shooting. I mean, it just happened to be in concert with everything else. Police did not disclose how many shooters were involved at this time. They said, quote, "This is an active and ongoing investigation." Yeah. Shooting was injured as his gun fired. Okay, so there's another one. And finally, 1 killed today and 6 wounded. A 16-year-old boy died and 6 others were injured after a shooting that is at Los Angeles area mansion in the past 48 hours, according to the news release from the Los Angeles Police Department over there. Well, it occurred over there in San Fernando Valley, in the Tarzana neighborhood over there. There were approximately 200 to 300 partygoers when it happened. No word on who that shooter is. We can't seem to get there yet. Okay, Jim, I'm going to bring you up here. Jim, we just don't really have a good description of who's shooting. On one hand, you have CNN that wants to say the white male. On the other hand, Fox News wants to say the Iranian Muslim guy. Who do we believe here? Is it the white man or the Iranian man?
Dean, if they won't identify the race of the suspect, you can bet it's black and illegal. I don't think Iranians have anything to do with that. That's just going to be Israeli propaganda trying to antagonize Americans into disliking Iran because it's pummeling Israel. Israel basically lost that 12-day war with Iran, but they don't want to admit it. And they'd like to use the United States to strike back. And unfortunately, Donald Trump, the imposter, this is not the real Donald Trump of the past, seemed to be all in on it. And he's even threatening Russia. I mean, he's gone stark raving mad. The president of the United States has become a national security threat to America. Very bad.
Interesting. Interesting you said that, Jim, and thank you for that. So Jim's taking the position that it's not the big bad Iranian man, or is it the big bad white male man? It could be the following here. Look at this here. Look what we have. Well, he didn't just shoot himself. This in regards to the Manhattan. He did it on the 33rd floor of the Blackstone building. Connect the dots. Connect the dots. People are certainly connecting the dots. And we're talking about is the New York City shooting, 4 killed in an office tower identified. The shooter was employed by Las Vegas casino. Well, this happened, I'm going to say Sunday night. Janitor killed by shooter. I mean, Jim, do you have any updates on that matter? Because it happened right in the heart of Manhattan. That's very unusual.
Yeah, it appears to have been a legit shooting. I was just looking at the Yale Daily News, and they were grieving because it was an alumni of a woman who worked for Blackstone who was among the victims. So that appears to be on the up and up. Calling it a mass shooting when it's only a tiny number of people seemed to me all wrong. That's to produce hysteria. But the shooting does appear to be appropriate, even though the 33rd floor. Normally, anytime you see the number 33, you ought to be extra suspicious that this is a fabrication.
An alleged gunman shot a person and an officer and then killed himself inside the building. A shooting happened today outside that building that contains an investment company and the NFL headquarters. The building currently under a lockdown. Police say the suspect went inside after the officer and person were shot. He then killed himself on the 33rd floor. The condition of those victims remains unclear. And we want to take a look at some dramatic photo there. An employee at Blackstone sent this to one of our Eyewitness News reporters. He was allegedly on the same floor as the shooter when he shot himself. He sent us this photo of how they barricaded the door with office furniture. The shooter did not reach them, luckily.
Here it is, yeah. There it is. There's the man just walking around with what appears to be an AR-15. That's their favorite thing to use. I think it's, Jim, I think this was... this could be Obama's sleeper cells. You know, there's a lot of sleeper cells who are competing for the spotlight. You know, he's in question right now.
Yeah. Well, when I said it's a legitimate shooting, meaning some people really did die, I'm not denying that may have been somehow orchestrated for political effect. So,
we're well advanced now. We're on that level with you, Jim. And thank you, Angelina. Shooting in Cincinnati. Yeah, I mean, I can't even keep up anymore. I can't even keep up anymore. We have Rebel Memo said, wait for a few hours. The manifestos aren't quite ready yet.
Good one.